expected in life. Learn to bend with grace. Let yourself grow. Be humble and never forget to look for the beauty changes can bring. Good day and a warm welcome to everyone gathered here. I welcome you all to the guest lecture on recent trends in supply chain management. At the outset, let us invoke the blessings of Almighty with a prayer song. Please rise for the prayer song. May I now call upon Mr. to deliver the welcome address.
On this occasion, I stand before you with extreme pleasure on behalf of the Department of Management Science. On behalf of Veltech Hightech Dept, Dr. Sakuntala Engineering College, it is my proud privilege to be extended a very warm welcome to you all. To the guest lecture, recent trends in supply chain management. I also thank the management for giving us the opportunity to conduct events like this. I deem it is a privilege to welcome Honorable Chief Guest for the occasion, Mr.N.SWAYAMBHU, Chairman IIMM Chennai branch. I thank for having spared your very valuable time to grace us with your august presence here this morning. Your being here is a source of inspiration for us all. I also take a moment to welcome Mr. Purushothaman, Regional Manager, IIMM. It is with a great deal of enthusiasm I welcome our respected Principal, Dr. E. Kamalanathan, who has been a constant pillar of support to the Department of Management Science. I also extended a deep sense of gratitude to him. Thank you, sir, for your presence here this morning. I am welcome the head of our department, Dr. A. Suresh Kumar, and all the faculties of our department of the Management Science. I also welcome you, my fellow students. Once again, I welcome you all.
Honored and privileged to have with us Mr.N.SWAYAMBHU, Chairman, IIMM, Chennai branch, and Mr. Purushothaman, Regional Manager, IIMM. I would like to invite Mr. Lokesh P. to introduce our chief guest to the audience.
Morning all. It is my proud privilege to introduce our guest to the audience. Now the profile of Mr. N.SWAYAMBHU, Chairman, IIMM Chennai branch, graduate in Mechanical Engineering from College of Engineering, Hindi, and holds postgraduate diploma in Materials Management from Madras University. Held different positions over the past 3 decades in leading manufacturing organizations in the engineering and automotive sectors like Simpsons, L&T, Caterpillar, Tapway, Delphi TVS, Precon, etc. Presently a freelance SCM consultant. Active life member in management forums like Indian Institute of Materials Management and faculty member in management groups. Honorary faculty for Confederation of Indian Industries and MMA, and has given several lectures on supply chain subjects and a panelist in group discussions. Guide to several students pursuing supply chain research leading to MBA and PGDMM, and supported doctoral research scholars as well. Currently Chairman of IIMM Chennai branch. Now the profile of Mr. A. Purushothaman. Mr. Purushothaman is a postgraduate and MBA specialization in sales and marketing from University of Madras. For more than 3 decades, has worked wide variety of industries starting from FMCG, FMCD and consultancy firms like entrepreneurship organization and education institutions, etc. Underlying core competence has been the area of sales and marketing management, SMC, training and consultancies. Currently, Mr. Purushothaman associating with Indian Institute of Materials Management, Chennai, All India body for SCM professionals having 52 branches across the country. As a regional manager, admin and profit center head. He was a well-known person in entrepreneur development organization and an industrial association locally and globally. Achievements in IIMM conducted more than 20 international workshops, 6 national conventions, more training programs, open and in-house training programs in SCM. Successfully coordinated SME cluster development programs, trainers training program and exclusive women entrepreneurship development programs with international organizations. UNIDO and Asian Development Bank and SARCC. Model Employable Skills MES under Skill Development Initiative Schemes. Director General of Employment and Training, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Government of India. Program successfully implemented, developed and converted into a good revenue model. Hobbies: reading books and writing articles in Tamil magazine. Active manager in St. John Ambulance, a well-renowned worldwide first aid organization operating in India under the control of President of India and participated in various medical camps. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lokesh. And I now invite our respected principal, Dr. E. Kamalnabhan sir, to deliver the felicitation address and honor our chief guest with a memento as a token of our love and appreciation.
Guest, Mr.N.SWAYAMBHU, Chairman of Indian Institute of Materials Management, the other guest, Mr. A. Manager, Administration, Indian Institute of Materials Management, Head of the Department, members of the faculty, and my dear future administrators of the nation. Very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All are active?
Yes, sir.
All are energetic?
Yes, sir.
Taken breakfast?
Sir.
All, 100%. Taken everybody? No. Therefore you are not active now, or you will not be having energy. Okay, right. Why you did not take breakfast? What is the problem? What is the problem? That is what the failure actually. Managers are not planning. MBAs are not planning the day-to-day life, how to proceed actually. The time when you start in the morning and when you end up the show in the evening. Now what you have to carry out in day-to-day life? As you are in MBA, Management Business Administration. Management Business Administration. How to manage things in life. Which are all very basics. I did not say, I am not in what to say that a person who is with the MBA, who is with the MBA skills are administering MBA, maybe I may be the overall administrator, but not specialized with MBA, but giving in a general, what to say that way. So you have to plan. You have to plan. When your class starts at 8:15, 7:45 you have to be in the campus. Go to canteen, take for 15 minutes breakfast, come back to 8 or 8:05 to the classroom. 8 or 8:05 to the classroom. Or where you start from Avadi or nearby surroundings or in the hostel, take at least by 6:45 or 7 o'clock breakfast and start coming to the college. These are all basic things where you have to follow. Otherwise, after some years, all problems like what we have now, like ulcers and other problems, a lot of as and when the age goes with experience, and we have to be very we have to follow all medications, restricted diet, and no spicy in life, curd rice. There are many things we need to follow. We need to follow actually. I am not that much old. Still, I have to maintain most of the times not going with the spicy side. I have to be very careful. I have to be very careful. So therefore, I think today it's a really a very good topic. It's called supply chain management. I was talking to the guest in my office. Sir, come on, tell me, what is there? What is in your mind with the supply chain management actually? So I did not go through any study of thinking about what is supply chain management. Okay, maybe you are the guest and you have a vast experience in dealing with supply chain management and have a lecture on today with SEM actually. Then Sir was saying something about so that nicely, what to say that matching with my software engineering course with the computer science and engineering. So that's what I told them actually. This is what the supply chain management, where the software engineering says that taking the people, start from the customer requirements and end up with the product and giving to the website of the customer the product. So that is what the whole thing, the scenario that takes with the supply chain management. Guest was saying. Then I am very comfort now that we are also into supply chain management. We are also into supply chain management, not new to the supply chain management actually. So therefore, supply chain management is the need of the day. So therefore, we need to understand. We need to understand all the time. What actually the customer requirement, what actually the customer requirement, what you are going to do, how you are going to satisfy, At the end of the day, as a customer, I have to say, I am very comfortable with the X product or Y product or whatever that you deliver, for which, what you do, what you plan, how you market, right? What is your strategy? So that you can sell the product. So that goes to the customer side. So for which you have to make yourself that what are the ways and means that you are making the product so effective that in all the way, so that reaches to the market or the end user. So therefore, I think the jambons, like people who are well experienced in supply chain management, SEM. Okay, I think they may take the session and they can give you a lot of inputs where you can understand with really the so-called supply chain management. I need not talk here because more generally I may speak here, but even I don't want to waste time in the morning. Right? It is a pleasant morning where usually I think if they deliver, I think you can get very good useful inputs where you can also get into that lot of ideas. In turn, you can make use of things in future. So therefore, make use of for today's guest lecture. I think fruitfully, so well experienced people are here. So therefore, have a wonderful day. So enjoy the lecture today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now, let me hand over the session to Mr.N.SWAYAMBHU, Chairman, IIMM.
The most important students, the future management technologists who are going for assembled here. Let me give you a small brief about supply chain. In any industry, there are various departments you would have heard about, like human resource, there will be finance, there will be marketing, there will be a production, there will be an R&D. Similarly, a supply chain is one of the very core functions in any manufacturing industry per se. But why the supply chain assumes so much of importance in today's engineering parlance? Look at it is mainly because of the fact 60% of the total spend in an organization is handled by the supply chain area. So as your professor was telling, supply chain starts with the customer and ends with the customer. You understand what the type of the product the customer wants and then translate it by procuring various raw materials from different suppliers, convert them into a finished product, do the proper packaging, storage, distribution, warehouse, logistics, and ensuring that the product reaches the customer at the right place at an optimum price, at the right time and the right quality. There are so many things need to be handled. Whatever little improvements you make either in the production or in the marketing, that may not fetch that much of benefit to any organization as it would fetch on a supply chain. To be put it in a simple layman's parlance would be a supply chain mainly comprises of purchasing. Purchasing is nothing but procuring the various materials that is needed to produce the finished goods. Planning. How do you plan? When the materials has to be procured, where the materials are going to be procured, vendor development. From there you procure the material. Do the innovating, stocking, inventory management. Inventory management is also part of supply chain where you have to understand what type of inventory you are supposed to maintain, whether you are having a right type of material. You may have huge inventory, but if it is not a right inventory, it will be total catastrophe for any organization. The inventory has to be a right type of inventory. Because if you need 10 different items for making a product, 9 items are available, 1 item is not there, still you will not be able to make a product. So you have to ensure that all the materials as per the bill of material, the right materials are made available. You ensure that the finished products are being produced at the right time. There should not be any idle time. The machines are idle for a lot of materials. It's going to cost very heavily. Same thing is packaging. Packaging is also a major area in supply chain where you have to focus. Packaging actually costs around 6 to 7% of the entire spend is being done on a packaging industry. It's a very industry to industry. It's not enough. You produce the product rightly, but the product doesn't reach the customer in the right way it's supposed to. Then there's no point in you spending so much on your procurement of raw material, stocking, manufacturing. All those things will go waste if it is not packed properly. A simple example is, take a case of glasses that is produced in Saint Gobain. You produce big glass, but it has to reach the customer in a proper way. Otherwise what will happen, if it reaches the customer in a broken condition or edges damaged, it will not serve the purpose for which it is manufactured. So there are a lot of engineering that has gone into where are all the packaging to be done in the glass before it reaches. Same thing with fuel injection system, which is being produced at Delphi TVS, Sriperumbudur, it goes to Tata Motors, Mahindra, all major auto industry. If the packing is not done properly, it will be working fine in your manufacturing site, but when it reaches the customer, it may not do the performance in which it is supposed to. So this is the overall about supply chain. So today I have been asked to talk about some of the recent trends in supply chain. So supply chain, there are so many things are there. What I will now take you on to the conventional purchasing, what was done in the past so many decades, how purchasing was done and how it has changed over so many years and what is going to be the future of an integrated supply chain vis-a-vis a conventional purchasing. So that's what we will just have a look at. In 1981 and I did my postgraduate diploma in business management from Madras University in 1986 and I held different positions for the past 3 decades, starting from Simpson as a graduate engineer trainee. Then I was with the Larsen & Toubro Valves division, I was with Caterpillar, Suzlon Brake Lining, TAFE, Delphi TVS, Precall. These are some of the companies where I have served in my 30 plus years of experience. And currently I am a freelance supply chain consultant and I have supported many medium, micro, small and medium enterprises, corporate. And I go around the plant, I will be able to identify which are all the areas that needs improvement. Mainly, anywhere we go inside the shop floor, we find something will be there in supply chain, whether it is a planning, stores, finished goods warehouse, packaging area or logistics, transportation. Everything falls under the umbrella of supply chain. And I am an active life member in say Institute of Logistics, Indian Institute of Business Management, Madras Management Association. And I have also supported many doctoral research on supply chain management. So this is briefly about my background. So we look at the paradigm shift, what has been the conventional purchasing that has been done in the past so many years. So I thought it would be a bit relevant to talk about the latest trends in supply chain management, or the subject given to me for talking. So what I thought was, I will just take you from a conventional purchasing to an integrated supply chain management, how it has evolved into an integrated supply chain management. So earlier, the supply chain department itself was not there. It was only called the purchasing department, where there used to be a drawing. We used to give the drawing to a supplier. We select a supplier, we give it to him, and he used to supply as per the specification given in the drawing. What is the length, diameter, what is the finish. So everything will be given in the drawing. We give a drawing to a supplier, he will manufacture as per drawing and give it, and that will be put into the finished product. Finished product will be made and go to the customer. So that was the role of purchasing. So the supply chain initially was recognized just they place an order and organize material. So they have to procure material, identify from where the material has to be purchased. Even at your home also, when you provision what you buy, where you have to buy rice from, where you have to buy milk from, you take a decision where you have to buy, where it will be regularly available, where it will be a best quality, where the price will be good, where there will be a consistent quality you will be getting. So you have to select where you are going to procure. You have some supermarket where you go and buy. Similarly, in industry, you have to identify the source where you have to buy from, your exact requirement. But in the integrated supply chain, it is not only procurement, you are also responsible for inventory. Inventory is nothing but how much of material you are procuring. Are you procuring the right material, or are you procuring something excess? Today, inventory is nothing but other form of money. So instead of having money in the bank, you are converting that into a raw material, paying for somebody and getting the raw material. So instead of having an excess raw material, if it is lying in the bank, it will give you interest. As simple as that. A raw man parlance. So keeping a raw material, if you keep money in the bank, it is always better rather than keeping an unwanted material inside. Even in your house also, what is absolutely essential only you buy, right? You don't buy milk, what is required next week, you don't buy milk here, because every possibility that it may get sown, it may not be useful when you want it actually. So the inventory is one major area which has become part of the supply chain. Another thing is warehousing. This warehousing is nothing but a bigger stores, where you have a storage not only in your manufacturing area, you produce a finished product, put it in warehouse inside your own factory. That is one thing. Another thing is, today the customer wants timely delivery. He doesn't want what tomorrow material, he doesn't want it today. If he wants to produce something today, not only today, if he wants to produce something in the morning, he wants it in the afternoon material. If you deliver it in the morning, he doesn't want to take it. So that is auto industry, they call it as window timing. They give a timing from 10 to 11. You please supply me 200 units of this particular material. So you have to deliver only the 200 in the morning. Again the 200 you may ask, another 200 in the evening. So you have to deliver the way in which the customer wants. Customer demands keeps on changing. So you need to have a warehouse closer to the customer place in addition to your manufacturing site. So the warehousing is also part of supply chain. Outbound logistics, that is material transporting from your warehouse to the customer, that is an outbound logistics. And distribution, how the materials are getting distributed to the various warehouses, from your manufacturing facility to the warehouse. The entire gamut of activities fall under this supply chain umbrella. Earlier, 10 years ago, people were not aware where to buy the material. They know something in and around the facility. If it is Ravadi, Ambattur estate is nearby, you buy it from Ambattur, you know only that. Beyond that, you didn't have the visibility where to buy the material from. But today, you can't go by that, because market is highly competitive. If something is available in some part, somewhere in the world, a better quality, better price, and he gives you a better service, you have to have an access, and then you have to procure from there. Right, sir. So if some material is available in any part of the world, you should be in a position to procure from that part of the world because your competitors will be procuring from there. So when your competitors are procuring from somewhere a better quality and at a lower price, if you say that I don't know what is happening outside, I procure only locally, you will be left completely high and dry. Technology qualification. Earlier, the technology was limited, but today there is something called e-procurement where you can put on the net what is the material you want to buy. I want to buy so-and-so material, this is my specification, this is my target cost also, you can give it. And there are so many people globally, they come and tell you that, yes sir, I got this facility available, I can give you this material and at this price I can supplement. So many people will come and then give you an offer. Strategic sourcing. For example, the TVS group, they got about 10 or 12 companies are there. What they do normally, each company, they have their own procurement department. So, instead of, what is the difference between a normal procurement and strategic procurement is, a strategic sourcing cell, there may be a common item across the various plants of the same company. For example, they may buy some stationery. So, they may buy from lubricants, oil, cutting tools. So, these things may be common across various plants. So, those items are combined together and centrally, the strategic sourcing cell in one unit, they negotiate with the supplier, get a best price, and the best price is applied to all the industries. Some 10 companies, they join together, and volumes also will be more, and get a better price. Instead of one company going separately and then buying, the strategic sourcing where they collect, group the requirements of various groups. Same thing, even when you want to buy something in a colony, a lot of people join together and then go and then buy and then distribute amongst them. The same principle is strategic sourcing. Supplier role. Earlier, the supplier role was limited to going as per the drawing. You give the drawing, the supplier has to supply as per drawing. Today, the supplier is involved right at the design stage itself. So you call the supplier, discuss with him, and then take the technology from the supplier also to design a product and then supply to the customer. So early vendor involvement, EVI, we call it as early vendor involvement, is a major role into the integrated supply chain. So this is a change between 1998 and current, from the conventional purchasing or metals management to integrated supply chain. And today the supply chain also is a single window to the customer. Earlier the customer used to interact only with the marketing. Today what is happening is marketing will only go and then fix the price of the finished product and when to deliver, how to deliver, whether you have to go by road or air, and in what mode, what type of packing to be done, everything is done only by the supply chain department. So the supply chain is a single window to the customer, and they also have the visibility of both what the customer wants and what are the supplier's requirements. So both sides, from the customer as well as supplier, the supply chain is a crucial link, right? So, I would like to introduce one more important trend that has happened in the supply chain management. So earlier, what normally happens is if we want some additional capacity or a new manufacturing to be done, what companies used to do is they have to buy a machine, put it in-house, and then create a capacity inside the manufacturing facility only. They create the capacity. But unfortunately, what happens is you have to have a huge investment on machinery, capex, manpower, everything has to be invested by doing that. And we are not sure whether you are going to get repeat order. Customer may give you one-time order. For that one-time order, if you are going to buy a huge crores of rupees worth of machinery and then create a capacity in-house, that will become idle when you don't get a repeat business. So that is why the concept of distributed manufacturing is coming up. Traditionally, a manufacturer will employ or own dedicated factories to create a convenient supply chain for their clients. The capabilities of the company are limited to their talent pool, largely determined by the budget. There may be a budget. They have their own internal technology what is available. Thus, up until now, hardware has been reserved for those of greater budgets and power. Distributed manufacturing is the future of manufacturing and supply chain. So distributed manufacturing leverages large number of partner factories and mines to create agile supply chain. So instead of buying from only one source, what we do is we find out who has got the capacity. So you got a tool, you take the tool, you buy from X today, tomorrow you buy from Y, and again you get a result from different. Whoever has got the capacity available to manufacture your product, you can go and then buy from there for that particular requirement alone. So you do not have to lock up yourself with procuring a machinery for your internal purpose. So I am just explaining in two scenarios, traditional model and a distributed manufacturing model. Okay? In a traditional manner, yesterday's manufacturing limited, what is being done is an expert on wheel, he will be working, there's an expert will be working on designing a wheel. This is an example of a wheel manufacturer. He is making a wheel. What he does is, there will be an internal technology provider and he will be designing the wheel and he will be spending time finding the factory in the Far East. They spend time building a relationship to guarantee and then creating the capacity on your own. So that may give you a profit after few thousands of products. Initially, you may not make a profit at all in this model. In the distributed technology model, it embarks on a project to produce wheels. So, to make it quite simple and easy to understand, because I don't want to trouble you with the big industry jargon and all, it's very difficult for you to digest also. So, let me put it in a very, very simple model. So, what they do is, they want to manufacture a particular wheel. Instead of creating their own facility, what they find is, whoever has got the facility to manufacture wheels, they try to make a survey, whoever has got the facility. See, today what they do is, they take the tool, give the drawing to X, procure from there. And how they go and procure, whoever has got the capacity, whoever is giving you the best price, they go and then buy it from there. Right? And technology, this design of wheels, somebody must be having a better technology than your own. So you need not invest on your technology. You can use the technology of your sub-suppliers. So that technology is being used. The distributed manufacturing model dismisses location to find the best talent. So whatever may be the best talent in the industry, you can make use of the best talent to make your product. So this will give you a clear idea what are the advantages of this distributed manufacturing and how it is related to supply chain and why this is going to become the norm over the decade to come and impact the supply chain management. By manufacturing items closer to the end destination, that is, you are producing closer to your customer. You are in Chennai, your customer is in Pune, maybe Tata Motors in Pune. So you may find a source closer to your customer, produce from there and then give it to your customer itself. So it reduces the logistics cost. Logistics is nothing but the vehicle movement, transportation. This also reduces the time from production to sale. From this production, you need some time to transport the material to the customer. That is getting saved. The second one, you can leverage the expertise of a larger remote network and you remove the limitations like location, cost of full-time employment. You do not have a full-time employment. If you have a missionary in-house, you have to employ manpower and whether you have got order or not, you have to pay salaries to the employee. Whereas when you give it outside, when you get a business, you give him the business. When you don't have business, you do not have to give. That option is available for you to use the expertise as and when required. Better experience work on your project. And without a permanent investment, that is, you don't have an investment, you don't have to spend crores of rupees to buy a machinery, the manufacturing supply chain is made more agile, where you can go and then find out wherever the capacity is available, you go and then procure from that source rather than creating a permanent investment. And in this distributed model, it it is possible to distribute workloads across multiple suppliers. So many people have got capacity. You need not have to lock yourself with only one supplier. Normal model, you have one supplier or two suppliers. Whoever has got a capacity, you can go and then take your tool and drawing and then distribute it to whoever has got the workload. A failure, even if one supplier fails, you have got 4 or 5, others will always come to your rescue, and there will be a continuity of supplies will be there because you have got ample number of suppliers already developed, and you can procure from either X, Y, Z, A, B, C. So from anyone you can keep on procuring. Even if one has got a breakdown, machinery breakdown or some labor issue, you don't have to worry. So we got other sources to fall back upon. Next. The manufacturers are also able to support multiple smaller economies. That means you are helping so many small scale industries also to come up by doing this. Both financial and more moral sense to support the local economy. Something called CSR, corporate social responsibility. You give employment to so many outside people, small industries. You can give them employment by that is also maybe a part of your CSR activity. And outsourcing to multiple suppliers allows you to make use of existing experts. There may be an expert. Somebody may have much more expertise than your own manufacturing. So you can find out who has got the expertise in this particular item what you want to develop. You can make use of that expertise and then source from them. By opening your supply chain network, you can make use of the excess capacity. Somebody has got 90% capacity, full, only 10% is there. If you go to him, the price will be high. Somebody is only 50% capacity, he has got 50% spare capacity available. When you go to him, definitely you can ask him for a better price. Somebody has got only 10%, he has got 90% spare capacity. When you go to him, you can get much better price than going to a 90% fully loaded subcontract. So when you have a distributed manufacturing, you have got an option of going and getting a better price based on how much current volume he is receiving. So large manufacturers must focus on the speed, efficiency and quality if they wish to remain competitive against smaller firms. Today the competition is a buzzword. How you are going to deliver the product at a cheaper rate, at much faster rate. Today the customers are expecting, say yesterday I gave the same quality. No, today I want a better quality. Yesterday the same price I accepted. No, today I want much lower price than what you are giving. Why? Because lot of competitors are coming to the market. If we are not going to give, there is somebody waiting in the queue to give a better quality at lower price. So in this competitive market environment, you have to remain with all these sort of technologies like distributed manufacturing and find out how we can make use of the facility and then reduce your operating cost. Engineering facing. So let me also take you through, how from a college perspective to your industry perspective. You are an MBA student, after 2 years of MBA, you are going to an industry. When you go to an industry, how your mindset is going to get changed when you are going from your academic mind to a professional mind. Engineering and supply chain from student perspective. So currently you are all students. From the student perspective, you may not have much of commitment. There is no commitment for you. Somebody, your parents must be paying for you and you can enjoy your life. But that is not going to be the case when you are going to the industry, because the industry expects a lot from you. So when they are employing you, they expect you, what is the value for money? When they want to employ you, why they should employ you? So if they are finding that you are not useful to them and if you are not contributing to the growth of the organization, today immediately they will show you the door. So that is, you have to perform. There is a big mantra in industry today, perform or perish. If you are performing, you can grow. If you don't perform, you cannot continue in the industry. It is not the case here. Somehow or other, your parents are paying your fees, you can happily sit here, spend these 2 years or 3 years and then move out of the college. But in the engineering industry, when you go out of this campus and then go and get employed, your employer is expecting much more from you than as a student. So I just took it, they may not be fully applicable to you. Somebody may be in engineering, somebody may be from commerce, science, arts, so many things. You don't have to worry much about that. Whether you are any curriculum, you may be having a curriculum or your current study. So, from your studies, maybe from MBA, management studies, you can either become an entrepreneur, you can take up further studies, you can go for teaching, or you can go for IT, you can go for an R&D, or you can go to a manufacturing industry, or you can go to a marketing. So there are so many options available for you. Once you complete your MBA, and then you come out, whichever field you are, MBA HR, MBA finance, whatever it may be. After you finish your curriculum, you got an opportunity. Either you can have your own set up, own organization as an entrepreneur, further studies, you can go teaching, IT, R&D, manufacturing, marketing. There are so many opportunities available when you go to the college, right? Next. There seems to be two phases of life: before education and after education. So forget about engineering, don't get worried about your engineering. I prepared for an engineering college earlier. Whether engineer is applicable for anything. Graduate before graduation and after graduation. You take it that way. So everything seems to be underway during your graduation and a wonderful future to look ahead for. You think, okay, I'm going to do MBA, in 2 years I'm going to go out for this, and immediately somebody is going to give me an employment. So that's what you will be thinking. There is a glossy future available. So many people are waiting in the queue to give you a job. That is what you must be thinking. But unfortunately that is not the case. The very reason most of the people, they end up sulking after completion of the degree. They completed their MBA, but I'm not able to get a job. What to do? The very reason for this uncertainty is largely contributed by various factors such as confusion. You don't know which area to go. As I said, entrepreneur, or you are going to have manufacturing, or you are going to IT. So which area you are going to go? You don't know. Confusion. There is competition. So much of competition is prevailing in the marketplace. You don't know where to go. In which direction? Somebody will say, you go and take IT. IT is the best way. And somebody will say, go to manufacturing. Somebody will say, go to teaching line. So you don't know which area to decide, and you get confused. So misdirection. And most importantly, student behavior persisting after engineering. So you must be trying. There is no commitment for you as a student. And even after going there, okay, let me take my GC. Sometimes even principal said, let me not take much of your time. Civic Punala, white trip to me, white trip to so at least let me give something for your ears. That's what I was trying to do today. So maybe that is the reason you want to hear more into your ears rather than putting more into your stomach. So that could be one of the reasons why you have come fasting today morning and not taking your breakfast in the morning. So, just a glimpse about supply chain management where I have come from. It starts with the supplier, procurement. You procure the materials, then go to manufacturer. You manufacture, convert that into a product. You stock it as inventory, go to the distributor. From distributor, we transport it to a logistics arrangement, go to a retailer. Then it reaches the customer. From supplier to customer, the entire gamut of activities is supply chain management. You have to manage everywhere. So supply chain is nothing but handling all the costs involved in the entire activity in an optimum way. Today the customer wants you to deliver the product at the most optimum, at the lowest price and highest quality at the right time. So that is what the customer is expecting from you. Supply chain professionals seek to integrate and optimize all the steps required to produce the right amount of the right product and deliver it to the end user at the right time. So it has to reach the customer at the right time and at the right price, and the right product should reach them. It should not have some quality problem or something like that. To deliver the product, the customer may not like it. The supply chain management is involved in
How would have to know Hindi? Right, sir. Can you speak Hindi now? Yes,
sir.
Tamil? How many of them can understand Tamil? Right. English? Okay. My talk going to be in English. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's what the purpose. So means the time we spend, you should know both what we want to do, right? So I belong to an organization called IIMM, Indian Institute of Materials Management. It's a pioneering institute to teach supply chain to supply chain professionals, not only supply chain professionals, those who willing to take courses in supply chain. Our Chennai branch is 50 years old organization. They are being celebrated our silver jubilee. Those who involved in IIMM activities are honorary people, like Mr. Sir is an honorary. We are not paying any. IIMM Chennai is not paying any money to Sir. He is taking a passion to do contribute something to the taking a passion and doing all these things apart from his regular activities. So that is what the IIMM is grown. Okay. So now slowly we are getting to that IIMM Chennai activities. Not take much time, so we can finish off. You can make கேள்வி சார் பேசி முடிச்சோட நீங்க கேள்வி கேட்கிறீங்க. Now I am going to ask questions now. So now you are going to give answer to that. Last pages. Raise your hands. You are not brother. Last brother. கேக்குதா? Right, fine. கை கொடுங்க like that. Right. That corner. Good. Fine. Now I am the question precise. What is supply chain? My 2 மணி நேரம் சொல்லிருக்காரு. Please. Start with the customer, end with the customer. Right? I'm சொல்றது தப்பு. Answer is wrong. But partially we can say, I mean, I agree with that. As an IIMM administration man, from the education side, starting with the procurement, end with the customer service. Right? Then what are the process get involved in that? I agree to the raw material purchase in customer life chain linkage of supply chain. What process logistics, logistics, fine, good. Inventory, right. Fine. Distribution, okay. See, it has having a sequence.
Supply, procurement, manufacturing, then goes to
Right. Come again.
Retailers, then customers.
Don't worry about wrong answerings. You are sitting here to get to know what it is. Don't worry about nana tappa nichimata. Kandipa nichimata. Very well not nana tappa pesitanga pesa mata. Na tappa pesa neenga sitcha something different. Okay. Neenga tappa pesa na correct pannada nanu ondaru. Don't worry about all these things, please.
It's manufacturing, then it goes to wholesaler, then retailer, then customers.
I think what's your core? MBA core level.
Finance, excellent.
I thought you were retail. So you were repeating that on same retailing things. The retail is the smallest part in supply chain. The finished product, from the finished product goes to the customer place through the core and the transaction of retail supply chain. Okay, the finished product goes to the C&F, that is pairing and coordinated, from it goes to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer, retailer to customer. So this is the retail supply chain. Other product arranging science its own sequences. Okay, so I can tell you, if you wish, you can also note down a piece of paper or can get remember also. Raw material procurement is said lot of parameters need to be taken care of. Need to identify the vendor, someone arranging of the tester. So what will be the next level? Procurement will all then what should be done? Manufacturing. How do you arrange it? Right. Storage. Where you are going to store? Purchase பண்றது store. So you should know what is store management, what is supply management. I'm just giving you the definition. That's it. Okay. Procuring the things, next storing. Then you should know what is inventory. Keep on insisting on the inventory because the company money is involved. Okay. Another, you should be very careful on the inventory. Then it goes to manufacturing or servicing. Then finished product goes to warehouse. From warehouse it goes to a customer place. For which you are using logistics. This is the supply chain. Okay. Right, fine. See the photo. Thanks to Google. If you get to Google, you can get to know a lot of things. So we move. What are the skills the supply chain professional should have? This is IIMM is doing it. This is if you are giving answer to this, my lecture is over. This thing is over. Okay, so we'll go by one. Ajay, as a supply chain man, you should need to be very agile. Why? Ajay, what is that? Ajay meaning? What is that meaning? Ajay. Always on awareness, means not be lagging back or something like. Should be agile. Because why? Why you want to be agile? Because you are spending money on behalf of that company. உங்க கையில இருந்து உங்க பேக்கெட் இருந்து ஒரு பணத்தை எடுத்து செலவு பண்ணணும்னா நீங்க எவ்வளவு யோசனை பண்ணுவீங்க? இப்போ உங்க அப்பாவோட பணம் எடுத்து செலவு பண்றீங்க அது வேற விஷயம். ஆனா உங்க அப்பா யோசிப்பாரு. எதுக்காக செலவு பண்ணணும்? ஏன் செலவு பண்ணணும்? Is it not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
நீங்க ஆன்சர் பண்ணாதான் நான் பேச முடியும். Please.
Yes, sir.
Right? So you need to be very agile because you always think carrying on the 60%. அதை பத்தியே நீங்க கேள்வி கேட்டுருக்கீங்க. So need to be very careful because you are spending money on behalf of company. Need to be very agile. Critical thinking. நீங்க சாதாரண ஹியூமன் பீயிங் திங்க் பண்றதோட கொஞ்சம் அட்வான்ஸ் திங்க் பண்ணணும். அதுக்கு நீங்க பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணியே ஆகணும். வழி கிடையாது. ஒரு இடத்துக்கு போறதுக்கு ரெண்டு வழி இருக்குனாக்கா ரெண்டு வழியா போனா எந்த அளவுக்கு நம்ம பாஸா சேர முடியும்ன்றது you should know. Now the things are available in Google Maps and other things. Using the technology, take a decisions. Right? Problem solving. Yes. Supply chain professionals every day, our get out type of thing now, you would have been share a lot of things. You will be, it's not a cakewalk. Every day, and the material, and the material, and the material, and the material, so you will be always on the student call. Yes, please. Okay. You should know problem solving. Soft skills need to be developed to become a supply chain professional. Right? Creativity. அது நிறைய பேர் நம்ம கிட்ட. நம்ம இல்லாதத பேரை திருமணாக்குற ஆளு நம்மலாம். Okay, so அதை பத்தி ஒன்றும் worry பண்ணிக்க தேவையில்லை. See, creativity how you is going to help in supply chain. Yes. நீங்க என்ன பண்ண போறீங்கன்றத உங்க மனசுக்குள்ள அதை ஓட்டி பாத்தீங்கனாலே, so you already done that job on your mind ஓட்டிட்டீங்கனாலே அதை எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்றப்ப it will be easy. So this creativity, yes. Innovation. இன்னைக்கு we are living in the world of innovations. நான் என்ன பஸ் டிகிரி படிக்கிறப்போ வந்து பேஜர் கூட வரல. டிகிரி முடிச்சு வெளியே வரப்போ குரூப்ல போறப்ப பேஜர் கூட கிடையாது. ஸோ சேல்ஸ் வந்துட்டு நான் அபவுட் டு ஸ்டெப்பிங் டு அதர் சைட் அப்பதான் பேஜர் வருது. and we call it as deja, not pager. The message always comes from the manager. Okay, so call me. What is the status? What is the sales market? And I do go into different things to talk. So pager converted to mobile to now we are into. Okay, so innovation. Yes, you always think on the innovative things in the supply chain. Otherwise, again, it will be problem to you. So we should be always on innovation. Computer concepts, we are already doing it, so which I don't want to explain more on that. Communication and collaboration. You should be communicating. Vendor customer you should be able to communicate properly. Otherwise, The conceptual things not be happen. Okay. Time management. Yes, your job is time bounded. Okay. These are the small skill set you should have. This is as far as I am concerned. Yes, ma'am. Light on, ma'am. Fan on, ma'am. What we have? Be comfort zone in the otherwise you will like boring. So I told you set of skills you should have. Here is the skill that I can take. The skills are there are skills but still some professional help is purely on our side. Okay. What we do? Activities. Education activities. We teach supply chain. The only organization available in India to teach supply chain is IIMM. Wherever you go, our name will be flashed in the supply chain lectures particular faculty, so that is what IIMM is all together. We promote education activities in supply chain. We conduct one day, 2-day training program, short and certificate program. Recently we conducted GST programs for 5 weeks program, materials administrative program, exclusive materials administrative, purchasing case 12 weeks program, 1 day, 2-day training program. We do. And supply chain awareness joint programs. We do joint programs. We do joint programs with like-minded organizations. If things are posed when right call, Veltech and IIMM can join together and conduct a lot of programs. We are willing to do that. So we are not compromising on the quality what we are going to give. We can compromise on rest of other things that our senior people will come and talk to you. But that things are framed up, we can do that. Just long way to go anyway. In those training programs, we go to the industry and conduct the training program. What is so important about the industry training program? We customize the need in supply chain. The company need get the money, the training program to supply chain. Consultancy, yes, the major area that service is taking care of in IIMM part. Annual event Spectrum is our eye-catching program. The 2-day event, I am inviting you to join to that every February, 3rd week of February. Friday, Saturday, the program will be conducted. There are always, there is a lot of participation across country. You can see different vertical supply chain professionals do that. So supply chain not only the engineering or automobile or manufacturing, it's also in water industry. Water industry, hospital industry, more critical. Why more critical? Hospital industry, supply chain professionals. The reason? Any question? Any answer to that?
Casualties.
Yes. You are playing with the human body. Okay. The surgeon will come and surgery. Our surgeon the table both things need to be available. So supply chain professional and the impact another area. Surgeon will not ask for anything. The things need to be available. So they need to be well prepared. The supply chain professionals have to be prepared well in advance. The more critical activity in the supply chain department is what the hospital industry is now. Right? Service industry, construction, wherever you go, the supply chain department is there. So all kinds of supply chain professionals are joined together for that particular 2-day event. We invite a lot of faculties from not faculty, professionals across industry verticals addressing on current trend in supply chain. So it's a more important thing. Now we are coming to the next stage of our what the course. To ask for the course, this is the course we are conducting at IIM Chennai. Particularly the classes will be conducted in Saturdays between 2 to 5. The classes are taken by the professionals from the industry. Those who take the classes, those who are attending the classes also from the industry. Also, freshers like graduates, minimum graduation to join this course. Now you can join because in your graduation within India or anything. Yes or no? Yes, sir. You can also join. There is no restriction. Time permit, you can take dual degree along with your MBA. You can also take the diploma of those subjects. It's been accredited by IIMM, the body which I told you earlier. The course cover. So this will cover the entire gamut of supply chain. This is the meaning. Supply chain meaning is there. Basics of supply chain, supplier selection method and development, cost elements negotiation, demand forecasting, legal aspects. Why the legal aspects coming into supply chain? Why? Any reason? Legal aspects is important. Namala lawyer, supply chain people in the future from the lawyer. You should know what is basics of legal aspects involved because you are entering into a contract between the vendor and the other two parties, no? So there will be some conflict that need to be taken care of. For that you should know what are the basics of legal aspects. Then come to the warehouse and transportation management already been definitely spoken about that. Manufacturing directive practices, elements of foreign intake, information technology, supply chain. Somebody has asked the question that global procurement. This is a certification. Then the accreditation will not come just like that. They will take in and out to give this accreditation. Why this was most because this also involved in that part and parcel of our accreditation activities. So it's not an easy thing. Getting accreditation from this side is not easy. That means that course has been globally recognized. The course has been globally, the Chairmar has been given. Global, IIM is a global standard to IIM Chennai. It is for diploma and supply chain management. Okay. So just other things are photos. The batch students. Last batch we had. So how we can associate with students? This is what they want to communicate. We connect short-term certificate course. If you wish, you can customize it. You can do that.